Hello, and welcome to the Disney Dunces. Using your touch-tone keypad, please enter the first three letters of the movie title you would like to see. You've selected the Santa Claus. If this is correct, please press 1 now.
Hello and welcome to Disney Dunces, the only Disney podcast presented by self-proclaimed non-experts. I'm Dunce number 1, but you can just call me Richard.
And I'm Craig Stew, I'm Dunce number 2.
And I'm the third one, and if there's ever going to be an episode where we just say the N-word, it's going to be this one.
I don't know who's going first. Craig, you go first.
No.
How about we just Craig, maybe do the first syllable just to kind of dip your feet into the water?
I think what we have to do is find which Home Improvement character are you quiz, and whoever gets Tim Allen's character gets to say it.
I mean, I want to play that game so badly right now, but I remember the last time that we went on to one of those quiz things in which we ended up on the Akinator, and we never released the episode. And I think it would be a very similar experience.
Did we not release that episode?
We did not.
No.
It went in the vault. I think, how many episodes have we not released? Maybe 2?
2,
maybe
ever since we started being weekly.
Yeah.
It was always been weekly.
I mean, I don't want to give away any of the show secrets here.
Yeah, let's not do too much inside baseball.
Yeah. So
I guess none of us get to say the N-word this week?
Well, I think you are the closest, I would say.
Well, sure, I'm probably the most qualified to use the N-word here.
Closest.
But I don't think that's what Tim Allen's all about. He's all about equality when it comes to everyone being able to say the N-word, especially him.
Is that what he said? He thinks everyone should be able to say it?
I think he wants to be able to say it a lot.
Yeah, to the point where it makes you a little bit uncomfortable, but he's just all if it's for a joke, you should be allowed to say whatever you want. I think that was kind of his reasoning.
I understand, I'm all for intent behind words, but I don't want to hear Tim Allen saying the N-word. I don't look at him and think that's someone who should be saying the N-word and can say it in good faith.
I kind of want to hear him say the N-word because I'm wondering if it's going to be with a hard R or not.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely. 10,000%. I've seen Last Man Standing. He is someone who would use the hard R.
I don't know about
without
that.
a doubt.
Now, let's go through the whole Home Improvement family. Do you think everyone in his family would use the hard R, or
no,
maybe
not at
the
all.
kids would use
I don't think the kids would use the hard R. I think he would, and I don't think the wife would say it.
Oh, okay. Much like Craig. Craig, you're the wife in this scenario.
Now, if we were watching Last Man Standing, everyone in that family would use the hard R.
Oh, shit.
And everyone in that family really wants to use the hard R.
I actually watched the first season of that show, and it really took me aback when they replaced one of the daughters with someone else. And I was like, that's a little weird.
How do you end up watching the entire first season?
I honestly don't know. Maybe it was on Hulu. Maybe it was on Netflix. I fell down some kind of rabbit hole because I missed Tim the Toolman Taylor. And I hear that there's a great payoff in that show.
You heard that on this podcast?
You could just watch Home Improvement again if you missed them. There's a lot of that show.
True. Okay, then what service can I find it on?
Google.
Probably Hulu.
And probably it's probably on one of them.
It's probably.
I'm sure it's on something.
I mean, are we going to start the Hululigans?
We had enough of that last week.
Oh, okay. So I guess we're moving on from Home Improvement then. And
that,
just
or I can talk about
the...
Hit Monkey again. It's good. That show had a payoff. That was a really good time. It goes from being all right to just fantastic, just wonderful, just a
I
swell
still have to
time.
watch it.
Get on Bob's Burgers first because I'm still watching that, and it's still the best show that I've ever seen.
Maybe.
I honestly have not watched enough Bob's Burgers. It's
Oh, Craig,
I've seen.
what are you doing with your life?
It's like I've seen a bunch of episodes, like here and there.
The only thing worse than not watching Bob's Burgers is seeing only a little Bob's Burgers.
I wouldn't say I've seen a little. Like I've seen like random episodes though.
You
like,
should see.
I'm
all
sure
of
there's
them.
a bunch I've missed.
They're all hits. That's probably not true, but for the most part, they hit more than they've ever missed.
I like the one where they play water balloons for.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's Mr. Fish Odors?
Mr. Fish Odor, yep.
Someone's gonna get their rent raised or something like that. I forget.
It's. I'm trying to remember too.
I
That
don't
one is a
remember.
later episode. But I think it's specifically, yes, I think if everyone gets their rent raised except for the person who wins.
Oh, that's what it was.
But then they flip the switch script later on in the episode.
Are these spoilers?
I'm not going to spoil it. That's why I just said I just was very vague about it, but it's very good. Ugh.
I feel like you're spoiling the movies for
I'm
me.
not spoiling any movies. In fact, it's a television show. There was going to be a movie, but I think Disney put the kibosh on that. It was going to be a musical.
Okay.
I think it's gone, but maybe it's still in production, and maybe it'll just be released on a service.
I'd like a Bob's Burgers musical.
Yeah, I mean, every episode basically is.
Yeah,
They do a lot.
they do a song
They do
every-
a lot. Yeah, an original piece, and usually it's I mean, it's not performed wonderfully, but it also is absolutely.
I like the Thanksgiving one.
I know you do.
One of them.
Pass
There's multiple.
the
Yeah, we
cranberry.
sung this before on the
There
podcast.
was another one.
There's multiple Thanksgiving episodes.
I know there are. They do one every year because it's like Bob's thing. But there's another one where they do another Thanksgiving song about gravy boats, and it's so fucking good. I lost it.
How about the episode where Bob takes what's Linda's sister? She in the snow.
Gail.
She's in the snow and the
Oh,
and she can't
when
walk.
She's gotta
whatever.
get her. Yes. That's a good one. Another later
She's just
episode, but again,
dragging
still-
her through the snow.
After like 8-9 years, the show's still good. Oh man, Bobby's Burgers.
Bobby.
I don't. I assume that's supposed to be Linda. I don't know. It could go either way.
I don't know. Let's talk about this movie.
Do you really want to talk about this Santa Claus? Because anything beyond the title, it's just like, yeah, it's fine.
I don't know if Rich wants to because he disappeared.
Yeah, he was doing a thing.
No,
Who cares?
I didn't have anything to add, so I went to do my own thing.
Promise that you're gonna watch Bob's Burgers for next episode because that's all we're gonna do now.
No, I'm gonna go disappear again if that happens again.
That's fine. I don't think anyone noticed. I'll be honest with you, but
I mean, probably.
yeah.
But this movie, I have a lot of things to say because this is kind of like the birth of Santa Claus. Have you ever thought about that, like the backstory?
I mean, no.
Craig's immediate reaction was to just yawn in
sorry.
your general direction.
I yawned.
No, I don't blame you.
You said that this was like a Christmas staple.
This is a Christmas staple.
This is a Christmas staple.
You yell at me for Jingle All the Way, and this movie doesn't even have a plot.
What are you talking about?
This movie had no plot at all.
It's actually a pretty similar plot to Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, it's
No.
you have the guy who's an asshole. He gets imbued with the spirit of Christmas, but his wife thinks he's crazy and wants a divorce. Or in this case,
No, he
already
didn't
has
even-
gotten
there
a
was-
divorce.
There was no catalyst in this movie. That's the big problem that I have with it. It was like one of those animes, the slice of life ones.
The catalyst was the death of Santa Claus. You might have missed it when you turned
No.
away.
No, nothing happened in this movie.
Santa Claus dies, and then the rest of it, pardon my French, kind of snowballs out of control.
Doesn't snowball out of control. You just see this man living day-to-day life. There was no problem in the movie.
The problem was Santa Claus was dead.
The problem was actually like Tim Allen's relationship with his kid
And his kid, yeah.
family. Yeah, an extended
That's true.
family.
What kind of family did he have?
He had his kid, his ex-wife, and her new husband.
He had a kid?
Oh my god, did you not? He really didn't watch the movie.
No, he never does.
I watched the movie. Okay, you want me to tell you what happens?
You just said he had a kid? A question?
Yeah, that's the part that's just like tells you that you didn't watch the movie.
I did watch the movie,
His kid
and I'm
is
going to prove
probably in 85% of it. The only time the kid isn't there is when Tim Allen is hilariously running on a treadmill and getting told he's fat by a doctor, or hilariously eating a bunch of sweets in the boardroom meeting, and then the rest of the time the kid's there.
Pretty much.
Wait, I definitely remember him eating sweets in the boardroom, but anything else you said, I don't even know what happened.
Because you didn't watch the movie.
I did watch the movie.
You just said you didn't. You just missed what was it? 15% of it.
Tim Allen
Which means to you, the kid should have been there the entire time.
What?
Well, Rich didn't know there was a kid, right? So we said 85% of the movie he hasn't seen, leaving 15%. But he also didn't watch the...
No, but that's the thing. He missed the 15% where the kid wasn't there.
Yeah, so therefore he didn't watch any of it.
Apparently.
I was going to give him maybe 10%. Take 5% out for the treadmill scene. Another 5 for the...
Treadmill scene?
Yes, the treadmill scene where he's on the
treadmill.
treadmill.
Is this in the doctor's office?
Part of it.
Yeah, I saw that.
No, now he's reading the Wikipedia page. Look at his eyes go back and forth. He's looking at the plot summary for the Santa Claus.
No.
Look at him go!
I have you guys on my right monitor.
Mm-hmm.
I have you on the middle monitor. Do you like that better?
What you have is the summary of the Santa Claus in order to try to convince us that you've seen a movie that you obviously haven't seen.
I can tell you beat for beat what happens. I have it on Disney Plus right now.
I know you can't. You gotta watch it right now during the podcast.
I saw it 1.5 times.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Okay, I'll admit, I may have fell asleep during my first viewing, so I put it on again.
You know what happened when I almost fell asleep during this movie?
What?
I turned it off and said I'll watch it tomorrow.
What a sensible and reasonable thing to do. Amazing.
No, we were recording today, not tomorrow.
I'm not watching the movie tomorrow. That's what I said when I was watching it 2 days ago.
He had time to watch it, Richard.
Oh, I had time to watch it too, and I did.
He certainly had time to. I'll believe that part.
Tim Allen is a working man, and he decides that he wants to be a good man for Christmas, and Santa comes to his house just to imbue him with the power of the
That's not
suit.
at all what happens. Tim Allen is a horrible bastard who's miserable to his family and his son to the point where the son wants absolutely nothing to do with him. This year he has his son for Christmas, and the son is just like, Mom, I don't want to do this. This sucks.
Wait, is he the elf?
No, his son is his son. All right, bud.
He's the little boy that looked like everybody from that era,
little like dark blonde hair, bowl cut.
Bowl cut.
Did he come from the workshop?
I'm pretty sure he looked like everybody in my first grade school picture.
Richard, he came from his fucking mother's vagina, his ex-wife's vagina. That's where the kid came from.
Uh-huh.
He was there before Santa Claus even fucking showed up, and he's all like, Dad, this is miserable. You're terrible. And they had this whole conversation about whether or not he should believe in Santa Claus because the new husband, his new daddy number 2, told him that Santa Claus doesn't exist after he was getting bullied at school. And Tim Allen's like, who are you telling my kid not to believe in Santa Claus? Your kid's got to have some imagination. And the wife's all like, no, we're trying to give him like footing in reality. And then he's all like, well, whatever, I got the kid on Christmas, not that it matters because he's fucking miserable with me. And then he reads them the night before Christmas, and he has to explain what it means to rise from a clatter or whatever the hell. And then he says, hey, you, and then he murders Santa Claus. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, after that, the kid is all like, Dad, what's going on? There's reindeer on the roof. They play in the sleigh.
You can't forget they went to Denny's, too.
They went to Denny's, and that was miserable. Denny's is the worst. And
I went to Denny's on Thanksgiving one year.
Sure, it was miserable.
No, it wasn't. I was with good company. Wait, it was a Waffle House instead.
Who'd you go to Waffle House on Thanksgiving with?
I'm not allowed to name names.
Yeah, he's not letting
No, it wasn't landlady. It's not a.
I don't like how Craig's naming names
It's not
right
a
now.
name.
He did not say a name.
Landlady and landlady's son.
No.
No.
You think that they would go to a
why
Waffle
would-
House?
I don't know who you'd go with.
Especially on Thanksgiving.
I know. I figured she would cook.
It was one of my oldest and dearest friends who just so happens to like wrestling and talks about Southpaws. Is that good?
I think I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Now you don't have any more questions, do you?
Can I get back to his movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is he pulls out the card and says, "I am Sandy Claus. Put on the suit and the reindeer will do the rest." He's all like, "No, that's fucking weird. I'm not going to do that." And his kid's like, "Dad, you never do anything. You never do what I want to do." So Tim Allen's all like, "All right, I'll put on the suit." And then they travel around doing the Santa Claus thing, and he's having the worst time. He's like swearing at children. He really wants to say the N-word at this point, but he doesn't. Or he did, and then they cut it out. I don't know.
I like
hard
how
to
the
tell, 'cause I know
suit, the
Disney
suit,
will
everything
edit this
basically just knows what to do, though. He doesn't
Yeah.
know what's going on. And all of a sudden, the reindeer just know what there's going on, and the bag is just floating and making him figure. He's kind of figuring it out as he goes.
But he doesn't, because everything is like on autopilot.
Yeah.
He's just there. He's just a body. And this is the part where
wait.
it gets unsettling.
So the spirit of Santa possessed him?
No, this is the thing what I'm going at right here, right? Because it's not the spirit of Santa. Santa died, his body disappeared. It disintegrated, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Only it's the next day where his entire attitude changes.
Yeah.
What I think is happening is the suit's a parasite. It's kind of like one of those mushrooms that like infect the ants and make them climb to the top of the tree branches and then make themselves like easier prey to birds so that the mushroom then infects the birds. It's like that, but Santa's suit, because like there's no reason for him to have this change. He didn't like realize something. There was no lesson for Tim Allen here. He just became a jollier, kinder, friendlier person, literally overnight.
I noticed this too.
This is not some drastic journey. It's just this man is being forced to be Santa Claus.
Exactly.
And it's
I noticed this.
not cool.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, this is very strange. He's losing all sense of self.
Yeah, it's very odd, and it's like this movie's supposed to be like super heartwarming. That's the message, but it's not.
Wait, so what's the suit's end goal then?
The suit's end goal is to bring joy to the world at
Shit.
any cost.
Wait a second. So, like you said, with the ants going to the top of the tree,
Yeah.
because the suit brought Santa to the top of the roof.
To become easier prey for birds, yes.
No, to be easier prey for Tim Allen.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what he's saying either. He's taking it too literally.
What do you mean? I watched the movie.
I don't think you did. I think
If you watch this movie, there was a certain character, I would say a favorite Richard character actor was in this film. I didn't have a big
Tim Allen?
did not other than Tim Allen did not have a big role, super big role, but as a delight.
Hey, Deb.
I love The Big Show.
Loves the Big Show.
Is it The Big
No,
Show?
it wasn't the Big Show.
Oh, okay. That reminds me.
Casca
because
got it.
The Big Show. Wait, who?
He was close.
Well, I didn't want. Hey, Marie, where are my eggs?
There you go.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Frank, he was there.
He was like Tim Allen's boss,
Peter
right?
Boyle.
Peter Boyle. Rich loves Everybody Loves Raymond.
Who doesn't?
I mean, I know.
Everybody loves Raymond.
It's a classic show.
It's up there.
I bought Ray's biography. He's a very handsome man. He's on the cover.
What's the inside
He's also on the
like?
back cover.
You have it with you?
What's the inside like?
I think there's another picture of Ray Romano on the inside too.
Very sticky.
Perfect.
No, it's not sticky.
Why you can't open the book to show us?
No, the book is elsewhere. It's somewhere in the house. I can't show you right now. It's very
Sticky.
hidden.
It's in the closet with Himiko-chan.
No, it's not. You
Oh, a
guys suck.
deep cut.
Craig, what are you doing now?
Nothing.
He's looking at the synopsis for Everybody Loves Raymond.
God damn it. Where are we going next? Okay, so
I
Tim
don't
Allen
know. Where are
puts
we
on the
going
suit.
next? Yeah.
He puts on the suit and then he decides that he wants to take a trip to Santa's workshop because he has to, be filled with the presence of the Christmas spirit. And the elves, they're not even dropping a beat because they're like, "Hey Santa, how's it going?" And it's like they know. They don't care that the old Santa died.
No,
They
don't.
just It's like they respect the suit, not the
understand
man.
what this is. The man would no longer exist. Come tomorrow morning, the man will no longer be there. It'll just be Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
They've seen
Holy
this time
shit.
and time again. These elves, they look like they're 10, but they're thousands of years old. They're immortal essentially. But in the sense that like a lobster is immortal, or an axolotl.
Are they?
They're biologically immortal, but I'm sure you could shoot one and it'll probably die. Or boil it
Like,
in
do they
water,
get sick?
I don't know. We have to see the next two, I guess.
Wait, what are lobsters immortal?
Yeah, lobsters are biologically immortal.
I don't know what that means.
They don't age. Or they age super slowly or something, I don't know.
It means that their insides, they don't degrade over time. It's just that they keep working like the Energizer Bunny, and you don't need to replace the batteries.
On and on. Unlike people, where you have to replace the battery every day, idiots.
Well, no, you don't have to replace the battery, but the brain decides that it wants to stop working over some period of time, and it says, "Yep, this is it for me," and then it's just done.
If only we could be more like lobsters.
Well, with lobsters, their insides are self-regulating. It's the circle of life, but in the ecosystem that is the lobster's body.
Circle of life. It's a straight line.
No, it's not.
For the lobster, it is.
No, not. It's the inside, the microbiome of the lobster.
The microbiome of the lobster is that it's dying.
Like it gives itself a reset. And the lobster doesn't have to have any control over when the reset button is pressed because the insides do that for him.
You lost me at control. Why would the lobster need to control it? What animal controls it, Richard?
What do you mean? People.
You said the people don't control. I can't push a button. And then all of a sudden I'm repaired, Richard.
No, that's what sleeping does for you.
I think it's necessarily how it works.
Craig, how do you feel about this movie?
I like this movie. Despite,
Koska,
him being
what do you
forced
think of
into
the
the
movie?
job.
It's got a great title.
We covered everything, right?
No, not at all.
No, this was the whole movie. It's just a slice of life.
It's not though. It has Tim Allen losing his sense of self.
I mean, I guess, but there was no conflict resolution.
The conflict was he eventually loses all access to his kid because everyone thinks he's insane.
How?
Okay, so you didn't fucking watch the movie. Oh my god. This guy turned the movie on. He saw 2 seconds at the beginning and watched the ending and said, "There is no movie here. Where's the plot?"
Wasn't me.
It's the hour and 28 minutes in between, Richard.
I watched it twice. Well, 1.5 times. 1.5? Koska's going away. Wait, is Craig going away too? Craig,
I'm not going
you
anywhere.
wanna talk about
I'm
the-
just confused.
I think Koska's trying to show us his cat, but he is not doing a good job because the filters are making it disappear.
There he
Holy
is.
shit.
Oh,
There she is. I mean, her name is Mr. F, but she is definitely a lady.
Aw.
Pet it.
Don't be weird.
Pet
about
it.
Don't
Pet her.
it. Don't it.
Pet her.
He's not an it.
Aw.
Sorry. Hi, cat. Yo,
That's a
tell
good-
cat to look at me.
That's a damn fine cat.
Man.
So yeah, I don't know. Again, you missed all of the movie. You just did.
I saw him eating hotcakes at a boardroom meeting.
That was half the movie.
Yeah.
2 minutes, maybe.
No, he goes and eats hotcakes, and then he goes and works out on a treadmill, and
He puts
Next-
on like 100 pounds in the course of a night, and everyone, don't get me wrong, is a little shocked, but not as much as they should be. Because it's not normal to put on.
Yeah, I mean,
100 pounds in
people
a
start
single
thinking
night.
like, "Oh, it's just you're eating too much." It's like, no,
Yeah, like
you can eat as much as you fucking want. You won't put on 50 pounds overnight. It doesn't.
That's
Just
not
doesn't
gonna
happen.
happen. Very strange.
Your hair
Like,
doesn't just
understand
turn
it.
gray, like
They're
and grow
doing a
grow a
bit.
beard. You know, he could easily have shown his wife the whole beard
Oh, yeah.
thing, and been like, "Hey, or your ex-wife, or hey, there's something going on with me. I am Santa Claus. Watch this." And then
does a
just
terrible
shave his
job
beard,
proving
and boom, it's back in 2 seconds. She would have been, "Oh crap! What?
Like,
that
wow,
doesn't-
this is
that's
seriously not normal.
that's not normal. Something's going on."
Maybe it's not a mental thing that's happening, but
Well, it is
did it really regrow that fast, though?
yes, it did.
because you see him.
At first, it doesn't, but eventually in the movie, you see him shave it, and then like instantaneously it regrows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's still then because it would be like it would grow like he would shave it in the morning, and then by not even mid afternoon. It was I'm trying to think when he would go to see the doctor, but he regrew the entire beard. It was just back. It was like the course of half a day. Sure, why? So even if
Okay.
it wasn't instantaneous, it was still quick enough that it's like this is weird.
It's kind of like his beard is on Tamagotchi time.
Tamagotchi time.
Yeah. Yeah, it means that it goes really quickly. Because you know how the circle of life for people is like a bunch of years? The Tamagotchi lasts like a week.
The Tamagotchi is the exact opposite of a lobster.
Yeah, basically. You have to hit the button in order to make it reset.
The Tamagotchi or the lobster?
The Tamagotchi. There's a button in the back that you have to usually use like a screwdriver or a pencil because it's like really kind of in there and really tiny. Do you even know what this is?
I've never had to assure anyone it's really in there because it's really tiny.
What? What? Wait, no. That's not what I'm talking about. Like,
That's what I heard. You put it in the back. You have to assure people it's really in there because it's really tiny.
I feel like I'm being thrown under the bus and being accused of things that I shouldn't be
There's
accused
no
of.
accusations. There's no being thrown. It's just we saw the Santa Claus. And it's like, we saw the Santa Claus. There's two more of these, right?
There are
there's
two
only,
more.
There's
Yeah.
only three.
There's two more.
I know this. I think the second one is he has to find a wife.
Yes.
I don't know what the third
The
one
third
is.
one is
I
the
think
one
the
with
third-
Martin Short.
Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Oh, Martin Short's in it?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Is he Jack
He's
Frost?
Jack Frost. I don't.
In the-
Because I
have seen
I went
that,
to
actually.
I went to a museum that was supposed to show like a bunch of costumes from Disney movies, and like the Disney movies that they chose to feature was like Santa Claus 3 and like Pirates of the Caribbean 5 and Dumbo live action.
Everyone's
so it's
favorites.
like, hey, here's Danny DeVito's suit when he played a little person. And hey, here's Jack Frost's thing.
Who was Danny
and-
DeVito in Dumbo?
He's the ringleader.
Yeah, he's the ringmaster. You know, the man who like takes the trumpets and then he says, "Hello and welcome to my show."
Yep.
Both
And he-
Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah. You've been to a circus, right, Craig?
I feel like we went to one together. Were we,
Did we?
in middle school? Did we go to a circus in like 6th grade?
Did we hold hands?
No, I'm just saying we were at the same one. Is what I mean.
Oh, okay. I mean, maybe. Casca, did you go to a circus with us?
I
Which
feel like
grade?
it was 6th grade.
If it was 6th grade, I would have went with you guys, but I definitely went to the circus before 6th grade without you guys.
Did you eat the peanuts?
Like circus peanuts.
Circus peanuts?
Yeah, like they're like orange and
Those
fluffy
are-
and floofy.
I had those a couple years ago, and they're disgusting.
Like, I'm trying to think. I know they're flavored. I just don't know what they're flavored like.
Peanut butter.
No, I don't think that's
definitely
true.
not.
They're supposed to be like banana flavored or something.
Oh,
Tastes
gross.
like
Something that doesn't make sense.
It tasted like trash, though.
I'll believe that.
It's like the packing peanuts.
No,
Wait,
those are-
I'm not
those
talking
are
about
alright.
packing peanuts.
Yeah, you're talking about the big orange ones that are
Yeah,
marshmallow,
yeah.
that are flavored like something.
Yeah, I haven't had them before. I just wanted to know. But anyway, we have a movie to finish, okay?
Yep.
Can we finish the movie?
Where were we?
He's eating hot dogs and sundaes in the boardroom.
He has to hit on a little girl, I think.
Wait, he did that?
He did do that, yeah.
How?
He has his own personal assistant, Judy, and all the elves in this movie are played by children around the age of 10. And Judy's all like, I made this hot cocoa. It took me 1,200 years to perfect. And he's all like, damn, girl, you look good for someone who's 1,200 years old. Fuck. And Judy's all like, thanks, but I'm seeing someone in rapping.
Is this when he says the N-word?
No, he does not say the N-word in this movie, but he did do that.
What does that mean? I'm seeing somebody in rapping.
She's currently involved with someone who is in the rapping department of Santa's
Oh, in
workshop.
rapping. Oh, okay. I understand.
Yes.
Now, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the rapping department.
Yeah, well, of
Yeah.
course.
I
How do you think the workshop works?
No, I just
Yeah.
want to. I just didn't know, like in rapping. Like I thought that maybe the person was wrapped up. I don't.
No,
I don't know.
no. I mean, they might be with all the rapping.
In the rapping
But then
department.
again, it was the day after Christmas at this point, so.
Mhm.
Or was it Christmas Day, I guess? Christmas Day.
So does he ever go to Christmas Day in the future?
Time travel?
There's a whole year that
No,
goes
not-
by between when it happened the first time and the second time.
Well, you're forgetting he watched the first minute of the movie, which takes place on Christmas, and then the last minute of the movie, which also takes place on Christmas. So to him, this is all the same day.
of course.
I mean, I wasn't sure.
But a year does pass in between.
Okay. Continue.
What? It ends at Christmas. It starts on Christmas, it ends on Christmas. It's a circle of life.
Okay, but where do we go from here?
We could talk about his relationship with his son. And
Like, this is why I thought that there
this
was no plot
this-
of the movie.
This was the plot of the movie. Was
Okay.
so his ex-wife and her new husband are very it's mainly the new husband's influence. They're very grounded in reality, dealing with no nonsense. He's a child psychologist. And the day, he goes back to go with his mother, he's talking about how his dad is in fact Santa Claus now. So they're obviously worried about that. And it's kind of going over time that the mother's speculating that, he's pretending to be Santa Claus in order to get his son to like him because the son has beforehand had no interest in being with him. But all of a sudden he's his favorite person. Something's not right here. And when she sees this change in Tim Allen where he's fatter now, he's got the white hair, he's got the beard. Oh, he's doing a thing. He's trying to get his son to love him. He's like physically trying to become Santa Claus. This is insane. This is ridiculous. It's not good for the boy. And it gets to a point where she then speaks to a judge to get their arrangement for, how custody works between them, that he should no longer get to see his child at all. She would have full custody at all times.
She's Mrs. Doubtfiring him.
She is not Mrs. Doubtfiring him, because Mrs. Doubtfiring is when you pretend to be a maid in order to see your children because they already got to this point.
He's Mrs. Doubtfiring her.
There's no Mrs. Doubtfire.
There's no Mrs. Doubtfiring happening here. Now,
But it's very similar.
Now, if she was successful, and then he now uses newfound powers of Santa Claus to pretend to be an old woman with a beard to see his son, then we'd have a Mrs. Doubtfire situation. This is more like a Mrs. whatever Tim Allen. Tim Allen. Oh my god.
What?
Robin Williams' wife's name was.
Do you think that Robin Williams and Tim Allen were friends?
They probably knew each other, met each other at some point.
Probably did a lot of coke together. I would.
Oh shit!
That.
Wasn't Tim Allen his dealer or something?
I don't know about that.
We're just spreading these like rumors about.
No, Tim Allen was like a dealer or something, and then he went to horny jail or something.
I'm gonna say I wouldn't surprise me if they knew each other in a capacity.
Yeah, like Tim Allen was a bad man. Well, maybe not a bad man, but you know, he was on the wrong side of the law a few times.
I think anyone who wants to say the N-word that bad is not a good person.
I mean, we don't know exactly. I'd have to have more of a conversation with him, heart to heart. You know, don't knock it till you try it. That's what I always say.
So, I don't know what to say to that one.
Yeah, I'd like to get. I don't know if I'd like to get back to the movie. That's not necessarily true. I would love to talk more about Bob's Burgers, though.
Dude, is this where I leave and you guys talk about Bob's Burgers and finish the movie?
I don't know about finishing the movie.
Wait, can we finish the movie real quick? Because I think I might have some more questions, and then you can talk about Bob's Burgers.
You have more questions?
I think so. Apparently, I missed a year.
Did miss a year. Essentially the entire movie.
Okay, so she gets a restraining order on the man?
I mean, sure, we can put it that way.
Because that's what happened in Mrs. Doubtfire. She gets a restraining order on the man.
I'd imagine it would come to that, but I think she just changed the rule, the terms of their custody.
In Mrs. Doubtfire or this movie?
This movie. It was probably the same in Mrs. Doubtfire. It was just on top of that, there was also a restraining order.
In Mrs. Doubtfire or this movie?
Probably eventually this movie. I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
Unless
Where do we
it comes
go now?
with a restraining order. I don't know. I've never been in a legal battle over my kids, so I really don't know how it works. I'll be honest. I'll be real with you.
Okay. Craig, you know more about this.
About being in a legal battle? No. I've never been in any version of it.
Wow, lucky guy.
Didn't you try to do that once, though?
Greg, did you try to get full custody of your kids?
Of my kids? No, I've never tried to get full custody of my kids. No.
Good riddance.
I thought you did.
No.
Did you work it out beforehand, like how they did in all of these other movies?
Greg's face.
I just don't know what to.
You can have kids. You can make that canon right now, Craig.
This is my kid that I now have children.
It's up to you, man.
No. I wanted nothing to do with them. I'm a scumbag.
There it is.
Wait, so you do have kids?
Canonically on this podcast, apparently I have kids.
He does have kids, but he wants nothing to do with them.
Like Tim
They
Allen.
take my toys. I can't have people playing with my toys.
You can't have all the kids touching your stuff.
And my stuff.
You've got a lot of stuff. You want to keep it that way.
Damn right.
Did we finish the movie now?
No, not at all.
Okay. What happens?
We have to go to the point where it's now Christmas and he kidnaps his son.
Wait, the first time or the second time?
He didn't kidnap his son the first time.
No, Christmas.
Oh my god, the second time, bud.
Okay.
Stop looking at your phone.
Me?
Look at this conversation. Look at
I'm
this
not
conversation.
looking at my
You're either
phone. I'm
looking at your
looking
phone
at this.
What
or
is-
you're looking down at your wiener and smiling, and I know you're not doing that because there's nothing to smile about.
No, I have this googly eye thing around my finger, and I didn't want to show you guys to make you jealous.
Not jealous.
See, look. Do you see it?
It's missing an eyeball.
I know. I put it in the other one. Sorry.
Mutilating him.
What? I'm not mutilating anything.
All right.
Okay, I have a knife, and I'm trying to pluck out the googly eyes.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the Santa Claus.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so he kidnaps the kid. And this part's wild because the ex-wife, she reports it to the police, and the police are now holding like a little like strategy meeting with all the local cops, telling them to like keep an eye out on this guy who kidnapped his son while dressed as Santa Claus. And they're all cracking jokes about it. And I'm just like, yes, because it's so outlandish for someone to kidnap children while dressed as someone that all children trust. Unquestionably. Right? Am I crazy?
Yeah. No, you aren't.
It's such a weird thing. Like, yeah, this guy, we wanted the red soup be a giveaway. It's like, a child was kidnapped.
It's like if they were looking for the free candy van, you know?
It's wild. Like it's just, I feel like there are probably plenty of cases where someone dressed as Santa Claus has stolen a child.
Isn't that what happened to that one girl?
I'm sure it's happened to plenty.
Yeah, I forget her name. Jean Marie something? Bennett?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, I'll look that up. Craig, you go look it up. Casca, you continue with the movie.
I don't even know what you're
I'll
talking about.
supervise.
So.
Yeah, I think you have to look it up, Richard, because we don't even have nowhere to springboard
Okay.
this one. Especially
Continue.
since you have a habit of making things up. It's just kind of what you do. But yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of all I wanted to point out is these police making fun of the fact that a child is kidnapped by Santa Claus.
Yeah, it could happen.
I'm sure it has plenty of times that they're cracking wise about it. I'm like, okay, guys, whatever, cool. And then they have this funny montage. This part's weird too. They're doing a musical montage where like Tim Allen is like getting ready to go in the sleigh and he's doing like the robot. And then you have the police arresting all the mall Santas around town. And then you have the kid's parents looking very sad and miserable, worried about their kid. And it's just like, what is this? And why are you showing me the parents worried sick? Because they should be. Their child was kidnapped.
I'm telling you,
Where's
this
the
could have
joke?
it could have all been prevented if he just showed his wife when he shaves.
So this is the only thing I have to explain that. And I don't think it's a very good explanation, but it's all I have. So let's talk about the Santa Claus, shall we?
The clause, the actual clause itself.
Yes, the actual clause. The clause in which this movie is named for, which states essentially is whoever puts on the suit hereby gives up their identity, yada yada, they become Santa Claus, all right? And whether that reason the old Santa Claus cannot do his job, it can no longer do his job by chance or by like what they say, like machinations, whatever, like, or planned, whatever the hell. And this scene where Santa dies, it's like Tim Allen walks out and goes, "Hey you," and Santa goes, "Oh, I'm falling off the roof and dying from like a 3-foot drop." All right, there's a scene
And into a pile of snow.
into a pile of snow, yeah. And then there's a scene where he, he picks up the card and then he walks away, and then Santa Claus is like waving bye-bye to him.
That was the best part.
Well, that's the thing though. Like it then proves that this was all set into place. This was planned from the very beginning. Okay? Tim Allen, for whatever reason,
Tim Allen planned it?
No, Tim Allen did not plan it. Santa Claus did, or at least the suit that is controlling the guy that has now been Santa Claus for whoever amount of time.
Or the original Santa Claus plan. Like,
Or
he gained some control back and wanted out.
But I'm just like, but no, this is the thing though, because okay, so we know that it was planned. Okay,
Correct. I'm going with you on this assumption.
and we know that after the first day, Tim Allen is no longer who he was. He is in fact Santa Claus.
Okay.
So the reason why he wouldn't do the normal thing, which is to just show that he shaves and it all goes back in a minute, because it would get in the way of Santa Claus's master plan of scaring everyone in town, kidnapping his child, and then making them believe he's Santa Claus through sheer willpower, and then giving them. Okay, this is the part. Okay, so they do this part in the story where the ex-wife and the husband talk about how they no longer believe in Santa Claus because they didn't get that one special gift on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a world where Santa Claus does in fact exist.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
So why would they not get their gift? Why
Because
would Santa
they were terrible
Claus...
people.
No.
They had an affair
No.
behind Tim Allen's back.
No, they did not.
Are you sure?
Yes, especially not when the boy, the husband, was 3 years old. He did not have an affair. And when the wife, at the point where she stopped believing in Santa Claus didn't get her gift, was 10. The only reason I could figure they didn't get their gift was because Santa Claus said, nah, you don't get this now. You get this 20, 30 years in the future when I need you to believe that Tim Allen is in fact Santa Claus and he's going to give you the present. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Do you think that he is... Well, the ultimate thing is that they want to groom the child to be the next Santa? Because there are 3 more movies.
I don't
2
think
more
anyone
movies?
he has no reason to groom children because he has a whole workshop full of children already groomed for him.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't want like an elf. You want an actual kid. You know?
I'm so confused. I don't
I don't know what Richard's
Because-
doing.
I don't like this.
No, because you don't want Santa to be an elf.
Santa is an elf.
Is he?
Yes.
Tim Allen wasn't an elf.
Tim Allen wasn't Santa. Santa is now the suit, I guess, is what we realized, but and most not most forms, I guess. It's everything but Coca-Cola's rendition Santa was an elf. Except that we, whatever reason, adapted the Coca-Cola translation of Santa Claus and said, that's the one. I don't really get that. But if you go back and you read A Night Before Christmas, they refer to him as an elf, and I think refer to him as being very small.
He's big.
I don't know.
He's not. Well, he's not supposed to, or at least
He's supposed to be round and plump, I
Santa
think.
Claus. Who cares? All the point I'm saying is, I think the only reason he doesn't show them the beard, it's because the suit doesn't let him. Because he had this plan from the very beginning where he has to convince the ex-wife and the new husband that he is Santa Claus by giving them the gift that they were denied when they were 10 and 3 respectively.
What did the husband want?
He wanted a Oscar Mayer wiener whistle.
You don't know what that is when you're 3. What did the mom want?
Mystery date board game.
Are you sure they weren't switched?
Think at 10 years old she wanted an Oscar Mayer wiener whistle and the 3-year-old boy wanted a mystery date board game?
I mean, you never know.
What makes you think a 3-year-old wouldn't know what an Oscar Mayer wiener whistle was when?
Because I don't know what that even is.
Well,
and I am much older than 3 years old.
Yeah,
I
but
think at the time period you would
if you were
known what an Oscar Mayer wiener whistle was.
This is somebody who obviously grew up in like probably, I don't know, 70s.
Also, I feel like the name Oscar Mayer wiener whistle kind of tells you exactly what it is.
I mean, I can assume what this might be, but I don't know.
What do you think it is, Richard? When I
It's
tell
a-
you Oscar Mayer wiener whistle, what appears in your head?
It's the thing that goes whoop.
Is that your impression of a whistle?
Yeah, you do a whistle. Whoop.
Are you trying to go? I don't want to.
He's doing the thing. He's doing the thing where it goes.
know,
No, where it goes like back in.
like he's thinking of a slide whistle.
Yeah.
The problem with slide whistle, Richard, it has nothing to do with Oscar Mayer wiener. So would you like to try again?
If you saw
What is this supposed to be?
If you saw the movie, you would have seen one.
If you did, it's true.
What does this look like?
It's a whistle that looks like an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Hence the name Oscar Mayer wiener whistle.
Why did the guy want this? It sounds lame.
He was 3.
He was 3. Yeah, that was like the big.
But now he's not 3.
It's true.
Why does he still want it?
Because he was denied it as a child.
Oh, shit. And you always want the things you were denied in life.
I don't know how to respond to that. Part of me prays that like someone forgot to hit record on the podcast this week.
Are we done with the movie?
I guess.
They end up getting what they want. Everyone realizes that Santa Claus, he actually is Santa Claus, and that's it.
Like, I know it's a common thing, and it bothers the fuck out of me in these movies. Why do you have to? You know Santa Claus exists in this world. Everyone should know Santa Claus exists in this world. Presents appear underneath the fucking tree that no one got. Yet everyone has the audacity to say Santa Claus doesn't exist.
Shit, you're
Commit.
right.
Just fucking commit. Have a movie where Santa Claus just fucking exists and everyone knows it. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense.
It's true.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, no one's hiding it. No one in this movie is trying to hide the fact that Santa is real. Santa himself is not hiding the fact that Santa is real. Tim Allen, once he dons the suit, does not hide the fact that Santa is real.
Maybe it's just something that people don't talk about. Like, you know, like presents appear under the tree, and then the husband just assumes that the wife did it, and the wife just assumes the husband did it, and they don't talk about it.
What if you're like
everyone in the world?
Everyone in the entire world.
Yeah.
Just figuring. And the single parents, all the single fathers at Denny's, Richard, what of them?
They just think, oh man, I had a great ex-wife.
My ex-wife broke into my house in the middle of the night and left presents for the kids.
Yeah, it's like how caring she is. Wish I didn't fuck things up with her. You know?
No.
Christmas miracle. Oh, okay.
Doesn't make a lick of sense.
Fine, whatever. It kind of reminds me about that one song about the parking lot that you bulldoze for the trees to grow. That might be vice versa. Where you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yeah, because then your love of your life leaves in a yellow taxi. I don't remember the song, whatever. That's a part of it for some reason.
Yeah, and it's just like
maybe that's the whole point of the song.
And that's how Christmas is in this world with the single parents.
No, I don't think that's true. I think doesn't make any fucking sense. I can make sense of the suit. I can make sense of Tim Allen's actions or lack thereof. What I can't make sense of is everyone choosing not to believe in Santa and then acting surprised when someone shows up and says they're Santa.
Maybe Santa's just like really picky about who he's giving presents to.
Cool. Clearly not if not the non-Christians. They did, because they even said not everybody celebrates Christmas, so he doesn't give any presents to them.
I mean, that's the way it's got to be, right?
I always thought Santa just gave presents to everybody,
whether you like it or not.
Even if you didn't have a tree, he just fucking showed up.
No, he doesn't do that.
Well, I don't see why not, because he just shows up and a fireplace just appears. So why can't a tree just appear too in somebody's house?
Yeah.
Just
no, you only give it to the believers because that's what God does too. You can't go into heaven unless you believe in him.
Santa has nothing to do with God.
That's nothing to do with Santa Claus, yeah.
I don't know. I saw all of the symbolism in this movie. They were trying to say that Jesus is the way the entire time.
Santa Claus literally takes all the religion out of the holiday. And makes
this movie?
No, Santa Claus himself does that because there's no. The Christmas is with the birth of Jesus Christ. What does that have to do with Santa Claus?
Santa is the mascot for Christmas. He works with Jesus.
I think he's been brainwashed by his mother.
I'm not trying to have a fucking Santa Claus discussion.
Am I right then?
You're not. You've never been right.
I watched the movie 1.5 times.
This was a rough.
More than you.
This was a rough podcast. I'll tell you.
It wasn't good. It never is though. So what the fuck? It's par for the course.
Not like what was it? Jingle All the Way. Was that the good one?
It's not. You said it was. I don't know why. You didn't say it on the show, but afterwards you looked very triumphantly off to the side and said, "That was a good one."
And it was even after like you had made like a big sigh, being all like, "Oh God."
Yeah, that shit was so rough. And then Greg's like, "That was a good one."
I mean, right now I'm thinking, yeah, that was a good one. Here.
Yeah, this one for sure. Oh my God.
Oh, are we doing that now? Who? The Tim Allen noises. You just made the Tim Allen noise.
That was
so I made it
You
back.
know what I liked when he did? He went, ho, ho, ho.
He had to.
Do you remember that, Rich? Do you remember him going ho ho ho, but in a Tim Allen voice?
Oh yeah. He
No,
did the
when
grunt.
was this? Was this on Christmas?
It was in the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
The part you didn't watch. It was after the 1 minute mark, but before the hour and 45-minute mark.
I don't think I can be blamed for missing that.
Okay, you can't be blamed for missing that, but you can be blamed for missing literally everything else we talked about.
I don't know about
Deal?
that. Deal?
Oh, okay, my cat really wants to leave the room.
Then what are we doing next week, boys?
Celebrating Christmas with my favorite Christmas movie, Dat Kelly.
Holy crap, I can't wait. See you boys on Christmas. Don't forget to bring me your presents. Dunce number 1 signing off. Good night and good bless.
I'm Craig Stew, and I'm leaving too.
And I'm the third one. I'm not going to say it.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, we started getting some visitors. From every universe. Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap. You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Look, there has to be another way!
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe. You're not gonna take this away from me.
Peter, you're struggling to have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone. What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.